Hello, it's Dan here from IMU UK. I hope you are keeping well. You may have seen our most recent case study in collaboration with the Leicester Tigers, published at the back end of last week. But for those of you who didn't, the emphasis of the case study was around the live recordings feature within IMU-Step, particularly how the Tigers utilise that during rehabilitation. Given the current circumstances and the fact that most, if not all, elite athletes will be training in isolation at home, and you as practitioners will be looking to manage and monitor their program and progress from a distance, we believe that the live recordings feature may be really, really useful to you guys, particularly when it comes to monitoring the more dynamic, discrete movements, such as plyometrics, but also indoor aerobic and anaerobic conditioning on a treadmill, say. So that's what I'm going to quickly present to you today. The main trick around the ability of your athletes to record themselves and send the session to you is in the screen recordings function for the iPad. So that's what I've selected. We've selected our athlete for the session, which is what your athlete will do remotely. We're using the knock function to allocate the sensors to left and right leg. And for those of you who haven't seen live recordings previously, this is the view that you will get. So I've decided in this particular situation to drag the recording up to the top right hand corner and drag the graph for the acceleration trace to cover the whole screen. That's what I want to focus on for this particular session. And I'm going to run through, albeit badly, some plyometric progressions. And this is really easy for your guys to set up remotely. So if they have the sensors, if they have the straps, if they have an iOS device for live recordings, that needs to be an iPad. They can set this all up really quickly. They can then select the screen recordings function, set up their session within IMU-Step, and perform the session as they would do so. Obviously, with the fact that we're screen recording, following that session, your athlete can send you the video of the session with the actual recording of them performing the drills and the acceleration trace accompanying the video for analysis and review after the session. So you can see as I'm working through these progressions that it's very, very easy to identify the peak accelerations that occur from landings. You can see the intensity of those landings and how they change, how they differ throughout the progressions, but also the difference between left and right. And that's one of the things that Leicester Tigers found really useful. And in their situation, as they were utilizing it before isolation, as well as currently, they were able to cue off the back of it. So if they could see there was a distinct difference between right and left, injured and non-injured, they could cue their athlete to change their behavior and performance ultimately. So that session has finished. This is the view that your athletes will see, but ultimately as they're recording their screen, they can manipulate their view as much as you want them to. So what I tend to do is really open up the acceleration trace, just so you can get a clearer image of the intensity of some of those accelerations and at what time they occurred. Ultimately, if you have put the trust in your athletes to actually upload to the cloud, they can do so as well, and that will then be present on our dashboard. Given that it is cloud-based, that also enables you to view it remotely for analysis. So you can accompany both the live recordings video and the feedback that you're getting from the dashboard to not only inform your training progressions, but also spark further discussion with your athlete. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me direct or contact one of the team via our website. Thank you very much.